with another episode of Bling Talks, where we talk everything bling in the jewelry industry. Today, we have a very special guest. I'm super glad to have him on. His name is Zach Emigh with Emigh Jewelry Company out of Butler, Pennsylvania. Can't wait to talk to you and share all your information and introduce you to the community. What's up, Zach? How you doing today?
Doing great, Anthony. It's an honor to be here.
Absolutely, man. So me and this guy had a little quick chat prior to this, and this is the exact type of guy we want on this podcast. Definitely a born and raised into the jewelry industry, has a crazy cool history. I want to hear all about it. Zach, tell us how you got into the jewelry industry and kind of how you got where you are right now.
So I kind of grew up around the industry. My father was always working in a jewelry store, and he broke off with a partner whenever I was a child, and they started a business. So I was always kind of in and out of that jewelry store, helping him, tear apart scrap rings and working with my hands. And I kind of fell in love with the bench work there, and kind of grew up around all of that, kind of showed an interest, always knew that I'd probably end up doing something in the jewelry industry. Whenever I graduated high school, though, I went to the Marine Corps. I was in the infantry and I was a machine gunner. I did one tour in Afghanistan, and then once I got out of the Marine Corps, I went to GIA in Carlsbad, California, where I took their graduate jeweler program, and that's where I got like the foundation for all my bench work. And it was a great program, awesome instructors, some of which I still am close with today, and learned a lot. And went back to Pennsylvania, and that's whenever my family and I started our current business. That was in 2016, and we've just been going strong ever since then, and continuous growth.
That's amazing, man. Thank you for your service. That's quite the swinging profession there,
Right.
shooting machine guns in Afghanistan and selling prestigious diamonds in a showroom. That's
Right.
wild. So you guys are definitely the epitome of a family-owned and operated jewelry business. What are some of the things that you guys feel you've found the most success with, since you guys started in 2016, this new business at least?
Right. Yeah, so we specialize in custom bridal and repair work and remounts. It's I think where we really succeed is just creating a relationship with the customer, and we will listen to exactly what they're looking for and building them their dream ring. And that we have a full service shop on site, so nothing gets sent out or anything. It gives them a lot of trust, and just everything's in that realm has been working out great for us. And we've really built a name and a reputation for our company where people really enjoy the product that we're producing.
Yeah, we find that a lot with family owned and operated, or even just like the smaller business, or when I talk to a lot of the salespeople, just how much the relationships really matter in this business. I mean,
Right.
that's great. And so, do you guys have in-house repair?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. So a couple of questions as far as how do you guys have like certain KPIs or goals that you guys focus on to judge success by?
I know like big box stores and the corporate companies, they dive super into having like all their goals and metrics and things like that. I do consider myself like a data driven person, but with us being like a mom and pop shop, I don't think we probably dive into those things as deeply as those big box stores do. But it's definitely something that we do track as far as like month to month sales and quarterly, yearly, things like that. So it is something that we do track. But yeah, it's truly been continuous growth, just comparing monthly each year. It's just every month each year we do more than we did the previous year. So that's, as long as we keep going that route, we're happy. So everything's been working out great so far.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things when you're in a tight-knit organization, especially in retail, it's hard to kind of step back and create those systems and look at them. It's just like, let's just
Right.
running this race. And you know what's kind of crazy is you guys started in 2016.
Right.
Um, how did you guys handle the pandemic?
Yeah,
Because
so go just like anyone else. I mean, going into it, it was kind of a big question mark, like what was going to happen? What's this going to do for like to us? And we did have a mandatory shutdown. It was for about 2 months, I believe. And during that time, especially, you just you don't know, when am I going to go back to work? But thankfully, it wasn't too long. It was kind of like mandatory time off, and went back to work. And what was surprising is the couple months that we returned were huge months. And it seemed like everyone, especially with engagement rings, it seems like everyone was stuck at home with each other and decided, hey, we need to go get married. So as soon as we opened up, we did tons of engagement rings. And yeah, we're super blessed that it was like a hiccup, but it didn't really negatively affect us too much.
nice. Yeah, there was a lot of disposable income that popped up.
Yeah.
The doors started opening back up, and um, there's a lot of research actually that what happened with COVID in the jewelry industry that I've read, and people were definitely getting booed up. They were
Right.
on the couch, and but it's crazy because so many people were stopping advertising and shutting down, and then it was kind of like a little gold rush. There's a lot of money spent in
Yeah.
2021, and when that stuff started kind of diffusing. Well, that's honestly a good thing to get through that. So congratulations. A lot of people didn't go through that.
Right.
So couple other questions. So what kind of advice would you maybe give to another jewelry store owner or something to the community that you've kind of found success with or avoided or something of that nature, something that works well for you?
Yeah, my best advice, as far as with the customer, I always believe in, listen to what the customer's telling you, and just try to see where they're coming from, as far as like if you're, you know, if they're trying to build engagement, I try to always just listen to exactly what they want, because what the 20 people before him, this guy might be something completely different. So I always try to just listen to exactly what the customer wants and kind of give my best advice as far as design and structure, things like that. But just being disciplined, being consistent, it's just like anything in life. There's going to be good days, there's bad days. Just keep showing up, and just stay focused, and that's all you can do is work hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not sure your age or whatever, but you're
30.
definitely 30. Cool. I'm
Yep.
37. You're definitely, next generation, and we kind of come from a little bit of an archaic industry with
Right.
our fathers and their fathers running that. You're a young sharp guy. How are you taking traditional way of doing business and now our new era of like technology and digital marketing and AI now? How are you kind of managing all that?
Yeah, so I've definitely been putting a really heavy focus on content creation for social media. It's definitely been, like, as far as marketing goes, social media has been our best avenue. And I've been, I do most of the bench work at our store, and I try to create content to basically tell stories to the masses of, what actually happens whenever it comes to creating jewelry or repairing jewelry. Anytime a customer comes in with like an interesting repair, I try to create a story about it and tell the story through video, condense it into like a 60-second clip, and I put it on to my Instagram and my YouTube channel and such. And it's really brought a lot of traffic to our store. People really seem to, find it interesting, and I really enjoy that, and kind of trying to figure out the science of storytelling and getting people's attention and holding it, and I have a lot of fun with that. So yeah, social media and content creation has been a really big thing for me this year. Growing a YouTube channel, and it's just kind of like a different path I'm taking at the same time as doing the retail jewelry thing, and I've really enjoyed it. And I think that's the future, because I mean, you look around, everyone's looking at their phone. I'm trying to give them something to look at, while they're on their phone. So that's kind of where I'm coming at with that.
Yeah, that's really good, because a lot of people struggle with being a jeweler, being a business owner, being a salesperson, and then also being a marketer,
Right.
because it's really, they're almost like equally as important.
Yeah. Many
So
hats.
yeah, and so you did mention you kind of a little bit familiar with AI. How are you using AI in kind of your posting? Because
Right.
a lot of people aren't hip to that just yet.
Yeah. And yeah, I think we're just at like the tip of the iceberg with AI. It's a newer thing, and I think it's something that it's wise for jewelers to do their best to learn and understand to the best of their ability. I'm certainly not an expert, but a lot of times I will use ChatGPT to help with my content creation, as far as when I'm trying to come up with ideas and I just can't quite, um, might not fully have a idea or concept in my mind, and sometimes that helps get the juices going. I'll ask it questions and such. Even like creating captions for videos, or if you want hashtags for a post, tags for a YouTube video, things like that. ChatGPT is really helpful. Um, I also use AI for some of the photo editing, like whenever I'm taking uh, pictures of jewelry for a website or something. You can use AI to touch it up, things like that. And like I said, I think we're like just at the very beginning of implementing AI into this industry, and I'm really excited to see what the next 10, 20 years looks like. And maybe I keep thinking, like, if there'd be some way AI could be used for design, some sort of like design software. Like, I do a lot of remounts, and someone will bring in 5 rings, and I'm measuring all the different size melly and different shaped stones and fancy cut stones, things like that. It'd be cool if there was like some sort of software where I can tell it exactly how many stones of what size, and then maybe AI could pop out 20 design ideas that you know could be a possibility, and I can show my customer, like, hey, here's images of what your gemstones could look like in these style of rings, and then take it from there, type of thing. So I think that's kind of where AI could be going in our industry, as far as like design. And yeah, I'm really excited to
Yeah.
see what ends up happening.
Yep, you're right. I think you're right. We're right on the ball, and some of those things you said are actually doable right now.
Really
Maybe right after this, I'll show you a couple, uh,
awesome.
show you that stuff. But um, yeah, man, it's honestly been an absolute pleasure. If there's anything you want to leave the community with, let me know. Um, and if not, we can kind of wrap it up and let people know how to get a hold of you. And you know,
Awesome.
so yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of Zach, at Zach Emigh, tell them we know how they can get a hold of you, and spell the website, because it's
Right.
pronounced.
Yeah, my last name is kind of tricky. It's pronounced Amy, like the girl's name, but it's spelled Emigh. And yeah, if you want to reach out to me, you can go onto my Instagram and shoot me a message there. My name on Instagram is Zach Emigh Jewelry. My YouTube channel is Zach Emigh Jewelry, and you can also reach out to me on Facebook as well. So yeah, any of those platforms. I'm also on TikTok. But yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Anthony, and I appreciate you having me on.
Of course, man. Pleasure's all mine, and look forward to having you in the community, building a relationship, and all of us shining brighter together. So again, thank you so much, and have a great day, Zach.
Hey, thanks, you too.